Gaffer, Bristol Rovers to come on Tuesday, but first of all, obviously their manager Matt Taylor's not going to be there, so we pass our best wishes to him.
Yeah, 100% from myself, the players and the staff and everyone at the football club. We send our best wishes to Matt and his family and hope whatever it is, it's resolved soon and he can get back to managing the club.
How tough a test are they going to put to us, do you think?
Listen, they've got some good players. They've recruited heavily in the summer in terms of transfer fee paid out and players coming in. It's probably not quite happened the way that they expected it so far, but there's still a long way to go, and I'm sure they'll be looking to improve the position in the coming weeks.
And obviously a couple of familiar faces in there as well.
Yeah, well, we know what Ruel and Shaq can do. The two players, both of them scored 11 goals for us last year, had really, really good spells in the season, and both young players that, if they would have continued the improvement, they've got a chance of going on in their careers and playing at a higher level.
We go back to Saturday. It was obviously a game with a crazy ending. Just what are your reflections a few days on?
In the end, what could have been a really tough afternoon, I've watched it back, I thought some of the play was really, really good. But sometimes when you're getting beat 1-0 or you're playing against a non-league team, it can cloud it because you just want to score, you just want to get back in the game. But it was a lot of good stuff. I mean, a couple of my mates are Oldham fans, and they said, "Oh, you got lucky." Well, we had so much more possession. We got in the penalty area so much more. We hit the post. We should have had 3 penalties. We only got 1 and missed it. We score a perfectly good goal from a corner. It's cancelled. It's just that, especially the first half, there was too many forward long passes. We lose the duel, and they get a little ricochet that goes from because we wasn't good up with long balls. So. An amazing turn of events of what happened. Obviously, these FA Cup moments turn out to be, you look at Ronnie Radford when he scored that goal a long time ago. He's so many brilliant FA Cup goals. I'm sure that will go down. So I hope the fans enjoyed it. And if you come through resilience and you stick together and you keep going till the end and you never ever give in, which we stayed patient, we kept moving the ball and asked Oldham a lot of questions. And I'm really pleased that I think we deserve to win the game anyway. But to do it in the manner that we did, hopefully now the players can take confidence from that, because, I mean, I watched some of the Man City game yesterday and you're looking at elite players that have won 6 Premier Leagues. I think they've won 5 in a row. And then players are lacking confidence. And if it can happen to them, it can happen to anybody else. So I hope that the players now take confidence going forward and express themselves and play with personality and character, and we can start picking up a lot more wins in the next month.
How can sometimes a bit of late drama like that sometimes act as a turning point? We obviously had similar against Cheltenham last year.
Yeah, you're looking for moments and you're looking for inspiration from certain individuals to give you that season-changing moments. We've had certain things go against us this year. But it's not about that now. It's about what happens on Tuesday, what happens the next Saturday. But I'm sure it's a game that will live long in the memories. I hope the people that left early sprinted back and got the drama of the extra time. But no, listen, it's the FA Cup. People always say, "How are you not beating a non-league team?" The same with Boreham Wood. I watched a couple of games yesterday, and teams really, really struggled against non-league teams. Obviously, Burton went out, and Reading went to extra time. There was another. They're not easy. They're not easy because the non-league teams run that bit harder, try that bit harder. They grasp they're trying to stay in the game for as long as possible. So they're not easy. But the fact that we're in the 3rd round is a big boost for the club and a big boost for the players as well.
120 minutes, obviously tough on the legs. I think Bristol Rovers did the same, didn't they? Just how are we looking fitness-wise?
No, well, again, we'll have to assess a few people. Dan Hatt will be 50-50. Obviously, he didn't play on Saturday. Ethan's come off ill and he's not trained today, so I would say he's probably more of a doubt than he is to play. Pratt's had to come off with a niggle. So we have got issues. We've got a few issues, but the ones that be selected, there's a reason why we give them 3 and 4 days off on the international break. It's because we know that these Saturday Tuesdays are coming. So there's no excuse in terms of before the game using tiredness as an excuse. Bristol played Barnsley away, got back late. They played 120 minutes, and now they've got to travel to London. So there's absolutely no excuse in that in terms of using tiredness.
Just lastly, after the game on Saturday, you said that the fans made a really big impact.
Massive
when our
difference.
towels were up.
Yeah.
It's obviously a really, really important game tomorrow. How big of a difference can they make?
Well, I thought we was the team the last half an hour really striving to go forward, to try and score, to put pressure on them. We pushed them back deep, and you know, a supporter behind me who sits close to the bench said, "Come on, Wellens, lift them." So what my response was, "You lift them. We can do this together, you know. It can't always be me having to lift the players. You see me on the sideline, some people say, why don't you calm down? Well, I'm trying to lift my players all the time, and if it can come from different directions." For me, a turning point was when Sonny Perkins came on. The same group of supporters behind me was like, "Come on, Sonny, come on, come on." And I thought Sonny was brilliant in the first 5 minutes he came on. He gave us an impetus, he gives a bit of pace out wide. He went on the outside and nearly got an assist for Dan Aggie. So again, when we score, when we send Josh up, the fans are up, giving a bit of excitement, puts pressure on the opposition. And then when we got the goal, for the first 15 minutes of injury time, I thought the atmosphere was brilliant. So just understand the powerful impact that you can have on the players. It's not all the staff. If it can come from the supporters, there's a lot more supporters than there is of me and the staff. So yeah, use it as a tool to get the players motivated and drive them on to score goals and to win football matches.